Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm actually doing an Etsy shop critique. This is one of the many free critiques I do every single month. I do anywhere from 1 to 4. And then some months I do a little bit more depending on how busy I am or not. So if you are interested in possibly winning a free critique, I will leave the link right below this video. Also, if you are interested in learning how to make passive income on Etsy and you have not joined my Etsy course yet, make sure that you grab this free guide. I will leave the link right below this video. It will teach you the 3 essentials that you need today to get started and have your very own printable store. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, consider subscribing. I do upload weekly videos to help you build an impactful online business. So make sure that you subscribe today and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first one notified of every single time I upload a new video. So I'm gonna head over to my computer now and you will be able to see if you are the lucky winner today. So let's head over to my computer and see. All right, so here we are, and today's lucky Etsy critique winner is a store called Jen's Custom Shoes. So thank you for applying. You are today's lucky winner. And guys, even if you didn't win this critique, keep in mind, I will be doing regular critiques every single month for free. And also, please leave constructive feedback below. I do take a look at that as well to learn myself. But I'm trying to create a community where we all come together, we help each other grow on Etsy. There's enough room for everyone to grow. So make sure that you leave any valuable feedback below. So let's go ahead and get started. The listing that I'm going to do a quick audit on is this one right here. So the first thing I want to talk about is product photography. Whenever you sell on e-commerce platform like Etsy, or maybe you sell on Shopify, maybe you have your own website, product photography is everything. It's what's going to make the person stop from scrolling in the feed and pay attention to your listing and not your competitor's listing that's right next to you, right below, and right on top. So you always have to keep that in mind. Does your photo make somebody want to stop? Right? Click on the photo to learn more about this particular product that you're selling. Now, keep in mind that if Etsy, you're trying to scale your business to the next level, and you're trying to take Etsy to the next level, you need to treat it as a real business. And what I mean by that is make sure that if this is your main store, right? It's not like a store that you just make extra cash here and there and you're not to worry about. But if that's your main store that you're trying to grow, you want to take advantage of all the features that Etsy provides you as a seller. And having more than 2 photos is essential. You have to have multiple photos. What I would do something like this, because it's such a pretty print with the butterflies, I would do a video listing showcasing the shoe and like flipping it from one side to the other side. That would be a really great video listing. In addition to that, I will have additional pictures, maybe somebody wearing them, maybe some more close-ups of the shoe from the other side, maybe from the front view, from the back, even from the bottom if you have something creative on the bottom of them. But having 2 images, in my opinion, is not sufficient. I do recommend having more than 2 images. I would say all 10 images, because you can make it as simple as, you could have an image of you behind the scene creating or adding the butterfly print to the shoe. You could have another picture of how you package, Yes, it comes in a box, but do you gift wrap? Do you send it? Do you send like a thank you card? All of those little things that you do extra for your customer, you should take a picture of it and showcase it. Especially now with Christmas coming around the corner, people are buying stuff that is already gift wrapped, that already has a thank you note, that they could do a custom message and it's shipped out, and they don't have to necessarily ship it to their home. They could ship it to that person's home directly, especially because a lot of people are, at home and they're not leaving their home this Christmas season. So that would be my suggestions for your photo, is making sure that you take the time to fill up and put as many photos as possible. This is an okay shot. I mean, it showcases the product really, really well, but I do think that you can make a better photo than this. Just having like a nice clear background, I think would do a better photo, like having just a minimalist look, just a nice white background. This is good because it showcases both of them together, but you definitely need more photos for sure. So let's go ahead and talk about your title. Now, your title is good because it doesn't have keyword stuffing, but I also do believe that you don't have enough keywords in it either. So you want to have a balance of adding as many keywords, but making sure that it reads as user friendly, that when the customer is reading it, they're not going to get confused on what exactly they're reading. So you do want to make it user friendly, but you also want to optimize it for SEO so you could get found in the search results and you could rank higher. And one of those things is optimizing your title by adding more tags. Essentially, you have, one tag right now, maybe two, but you could definitely add a little bit more. So I would definitely work on that. And then in addition to that, this is your listing description. And you did okay. I mean, you do explain, if you don't see the size, make sure you message me. I like that a lot because I do think that encourages people to reach out to you in case they do have any questions. So that's great customer service there. I would make sure that I'm not the queen of grammar. I know I mess up all the time, but just kind of going through this, making sure certain things are capitalized, like right here, shipping is capitalized, the S right here, auto, that's capitalized. So just looking at little things like that you could fix, like, hey, capitalize the H, just little things like that you could fix really quick. In addition to that, is that you're not optimizing your listing for SEO. One thing that I noticed about this particular listing, you don't have no tags in your listing. And then I checked another listing just to see if maybe you're just having issues with that one. Maybe you just forgot. I know I have uploaded listings that I forgot to add my tags. It happens, right? Happens to the best of us. But this one here, what I noticed also is that you only have 6 tags, and a lot of them are very general. So when you're doing keyword research, you have to definitely think about your ideal customer, your target audience, and you have to think about how would they search for my product. And what I recommend everyone to do is do brainstorming, like sit down, write 10 to 15 keywords that accurately describes what you sell. You want people that are searching for your products. You want someone to say custom Air Force shoes. So because that's custom, right? So you want that. That's personalized. That means they're looking for Air Force that can become custom. You don't want to put the word pink by itself. That could be anything on Etsy. You're gonna get lost in the feed, and you're gonna be showing your products to everyone and anyone, and you're gonna be showing your products to the wrong people. So the more people that see your products and the less people buy, the lower your conversion rate is, because Etsy is going to be like, okay, well, a lot of people saw this listing, no one is buying, let's go ahead and bury it in the search results, and you lose placement in the search feed. And the word pink has 7 million listings, so it's a very, very competitive keyword, almost impossible for you to rank for. And look at all the different things that people are using for the word pink. There's variations of all different things. I don't see any shoes in here with the exception of this little breast cancer shoe. Other than that, there's nothing in here. So you don't want to use keywords that are so broad. Keywords that are too competitive. You want to make sure that your keywords accurately describes what you sell. That way you could show it to people that are searching with an intent to buy. And what you want to do is you want to use this tool. I'm using eRank Pro, so I do have the version paid in case if it does look a little bit different to you. And I use this tool here, keyword tool. And what you could do is once you come up with 10 to 15 keywords that accurately describes what you sell, what you could do is go to keyword tool, put in each keyword in there and do research on that keyword. Are people searching that keyword on Etsy? And you want to make sure that the average search volume, this right here, is at least 500 and more, and the competition is 30,000 or less. That's kind of like the sweet spot I have found that has worked for me very well on my other big stores, and has worked for me as well when I do freelance for clients, or when I used to do freelance for clients. Those are the keywords that we will stick with, or numbers that we will stick with, that if we didn't rank for as a bestseller, let's say that listing didn't get bestseller, the likelihood of that listing getting found organically is pretty high because there's not that many other people using that particular keyword. And a great way to find keywords that have, I guess, less competition is using long tail keywords. So grabbing keywords that have 2 to 3 tags, those are usually do very well. Now your impressions will drop, your views will drop, but you will get quality people, which means that your sales should go up. Impressions don't mean anything because if you're showing your products to anyone and everyone and that's not your target audience, like who cares, right? You're not making sales. So in order for you to increase your sales, you might have to change your strategy and use long tail keywords that will get less impressions per month, right? You'll see your views drop, but your sales should go up instead, which is the ultimate goal. We're trying to make money on Etsy. So you definitely want to learn SEO. It's a term that no matter where you sell, whether it's on Etsy, whether it's on Shopify, your own website, is not going to go away. It's just the way how the algorithm understands what your page is about. So you definitely want to learn a little bit more in SEO. I have a lot of videos for you in my YouTube channel. And once you start learning more about SEO, then you want to make sure that your main keyword, the one that you want your page to be the focus on, you want to put it on your title. And then you also want to have the main keyword in your first 155 characters, which is considered the meta description. Right now, you don't have a meta description set up. This is how it looks when people, if they do find you on Google right now. It says butterflies may be different places, a different amount depending on size. Hey, I provide, you see how it doesn't make any sense? So you want to make sure that, your description has a short description of what you're selling, like these beautiful shoes that you're selling. And you want to make sure it has your focus keyword. And then try to finish it up with some sort of call to action. So click to shop now, click to get yours today, click to learn more. Any sort of call to action will help you increase the likelihood of somebody clicking to learn more about your products and services. But you definitely do need to work more on your SEO more than anything else right now, because the few listings that you do have SEO, you're choosing keywords that are very broad, very competitive, that you're not targeting your ideal customer. And then this particular listing that we're talking about doesn't even have any tags at the current moment. So that's going to be your main thing right now, is focusing on SEO for sure. And then let me look at the overall creation of your store. Again, getting a logo for your business, making sure that you have your picture here. Instead of a shop owner and then having all these numbers here, making sure that you have your name. This looks a little bit like spam, if I'm completely honest with you. Some people might be turned off by this. So just making sure that, you have your name here, your picture here. Shop announcement, this is great. You're saying thank you so much for 30 sales. Please leave reviews. But, I would make it more personal. I would say, welcome to our store. We make, custom Air Force shoes with all sorts of designs. If you have any questions about the shoe or the design, feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to help you. Thanks again for we've finally reached 37 sales, right? Because you're past 30 now. So updating this, we reached 37 sales, and we're so thankful for everyone and all the great reviews. Something like that. You could still throw it in there, but just make it a little bit better, and making sure that, you have here a story of what you do, that you've been doing this for around 2 years now. I'm your student. So that's amazing. I mean, it's great that you're sharing that with people. Somebody might resonate with you and say, you know what, I'm going to buy from the store because he's a student, or I'm going to buy because I did the same thing when I was a student. It's great to have things like that. Making sure you look at your grammar. I would move this up. You see how this is the first letter person, make sure that's capitalized. I would write a little bit more of yourself here. Just make it a little bit more personal. Maybe have a photo of yourself right here as well. Including a photo is really important. When you buy on Etsy, people want to know who they're buying from. People want to relate who they're buying with, and I'm not saying every single person is going to read your story or every single person is going to read your About Me story, but there are people out there that will. And that can make their decision from that will go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and buy from them. So the first thing I say is treat it as a real business. Learn everything you need to learn about Etsy. I have tons of videos on Etsy. Etsy actually provides amazing resources for your Etsy store. I recommend starting with the handbook, Etsy Seller's Handbook. I have a lot of videos as well that could help you. There's a lot of resources nowadays that could help you and elevate your store to the next level. But if you do all the things I just talked about, treating it as a real business, adding your photo, making sure your name is there, having a logo instead of just a picture of shoes, having a banner, making sure that you're doing SEO on your listings, optimizing your listings, your title for SEO, making sure that your shop announcement looks better, that you fix the grammar issues, that you write a longer piece of who you are, add your social medias if you have any. That's a great start right there. All of those things, that's a great start. And then once you do those things, that you could say, okay, now let me go ahead and market myself on Facebook and Instagram. But I would say first, finish this first. That way, when you do market yourself and you start driving traffic back to your store, people don't come to a store that doesn't look complete or doesn't have enough information for them to make an informed decision if they want to buy from you or not. But these are my tips for you today. Guys, if you have any feedback for this Etsy seller, please leave it below. I would really appreciate it if we all help each other out. And thank you guys again for watching.